Hello, this is Tyler, or also known.
Hey everybody, this is Nate Ahern with Colin Moriarty here with the first Call of Duty Black Ops trailer. Colin, what are we seeing here?
Well, the first thing we're going to see is a date, presumably, and it says March 2nd, 2010. Coincidentally, that's the date that the Infinity Ward heads departed their company, and of course, they're the other developers of the Call of Duty franchise.
Or maybe not so coincidentally, we really don't know. We're obviously in a lab here of some kind. This guy's looking around. He's obviously bewildered, doesn't know where he is. And Colin, what is this? The upper right. It's a weapon of some kind. What is it exactly?
It's an M4 machine gun, an assault rifle, and you're going to see it plenty of times in this trailer.
Here we have another flash. What is this flashing thing here, Colin?
It's an M4 again, and it looks like it has a grenade launcher attachment to it.
Sure does. Oh, more now memories. All right, this is presumably this guy's memories that we're going through, right? That we see throughout this trailer. All the action is this guy's memory. And this, what is this?
Well, it looks like it's a nuclear missile, and it looks like it's being shot off of some water. So presumably, it could be an alternate history take, perhaps on the Bay of Pigs invasion or the Cuban Missile Crisis. Who knows?
And then another little tidbit of a gem is this little green sign here. It's in Russian, but what does it say?
It says exit, and what's really most important about it is that it's indicative that the Soviet Union is almost definitely in this, and perhaps the Soviet Union is the Arctic environment that Treyarch was alluding to.
Could be more memory we have here. Here's that Arctic environment you were talking about. Lots of snow, little snowy action, some assassinations there, yes. Explosions. Presumably a Vietnam-era helicopter?
Yeah, a lot of Vietnam-era equipment and weaponry in this. It's definitely Cold War era.
Now what this number here, Colin? Well, I guess we'll talk about it a little later. We have lots of numbers coming though.
Right. We'll get back to that one.
Assist.
Who is this guy, Colin? We just saw him in a quick flash.
Well, he's presumably the main character in the game. You're going to see him plenty of times with his heavily tattooed arms. This guy's a badass.
We're guessing. He might not be badass. Lots of action here. Now, if that missile launch was actually a nuke heading towards the United States, maybe this is the remnants of it, or maybe it's just a Vietnam War scene that we've seen in hundreds of movies.
Yep, could be the palm trees, could be Cuba, could be Vietnam,
could be Miami, Florida. You don't know. This little flash here, we have one frame of this vehicle. It looks like it's a moon buggy, right?
Yeah, it looks like a rover, and let's not forget that the theme of the Cold War was certainly the space race.
Right, and we've been to space before in this series. There's been missions in space, so we're going back there.
The pain is difficult.
And this bank of numbers here we can see. We stopped at the numbers earlier, but what is the first number we see, and what is its significance?
Well, the one that pops out to me is certainly 1812, and perhaps it could be an allusion to the War of 1812, the last time the United States was really invaded by a foreign power. It could be an allusion to the alternate history timeline.
So we've got two other numbers here. We've got 1233, 325, and earlier we stopped on 64549. All of these, we're guessing, are in reference to Bible verses. All of these Bible verses have references to good versus evil, this constant struggle. They talk about building things out of evil and then good kind of bringing them down. Maybe it's the communist rise in Cuba and Korea,
right.
And then the war against all of that. We don't know. Maybe it's just random numbers.
Yeah. Maybe we're reading into it too much.
You never know. Here we have some more action, lots of blood, lots of explosions, certainly some old-looking trucks, right?
Yeah, definitely Korean War, Vietnam War era. It's hard to tell for sure.
Then here we have a very strange, I'm not exactly sure why they included this, but in the lower right we have character models. There are three of them. They alternate between guys with helmets, guys with different equipment on, and there's a little text readout on the left that could be something in multiplayer that lets you know this helmet's giving you this armor upgrade, this vest is giving you this health upgrade. We don't know, but it's very strange to include this in this part of a trailer where there's explosions going on.
When he regains consciousness.
More frantic looking around by our main character, and what is that in the upper left?
It looks like an M4 yet again, a recurring theme in this trailer.
And that number, that 2010-32, just in case we forgot when West and Zampella were left go. And there's that Luke 645-49 in the bottom right corner right there. Moving right along, we get our hero again. This guy, now we know he's a badass, though, right? He just did the neck thing. He's got to be a badass.
Yeah, he looks like a pretty bad dude.
More explosions, lots of crazy stuff. And what are these two guys? What do they look like?
Well, they're probably Viet Cong, and they're equipped with AK-47s. Let's not forget that we see lots of weapons in this trailer, including auto assault shotguns, SPAS-12 shotguns, and even AUG submachine guns.
This could be a cool helicopter scene that players might get to experience in the game. Not really sure.
Yeah, perhaps an on-rail sequence.
And this, what is this guy? He looks like he's from E.T.
He's in a high-altitude flight suit, and it's an SR-71 Blackbird that he's about to get in, which is a spy and recon aircraft used during the Vietnam era.
And here is that SR-71 right here doing its thing. And right after that, something even cooler. The man of the hour. We think this is Fidel Castro.
Yeah, presumably, if we take the beginning nuclear launch and associate it with the Bay of Pigs invasion of the Cuban Missile Crisis, this is an awesome way to flank the footage.
All right, there you have it, the first Call of Duty Black Ops trailer. Lots of unanswered questions still, like who is that guy on the table? Is he a Black Ops operative himself? Regardless, you can pick up the game November 9th, 2010. Head over to IGN.com for more.